Okay, so what's up guys? In this video I am going to suggest you a few plugins and apps that I have previously used and that I highly recommend you use on your blogs, as well as they will help you with a few different things. So let's look at the first thing. This is a plugin called WP Easy SSL. Now, if you're not aware, what an SSL does is it converts your website from HTTP to HTTPS. Now, as you may know that about a couple months ago, browsers have started indicating the sites that use HTTP as not secure, right? So basically, they are slapping you on your face and saying that your website is not secure, as you can see right here. So an SSL is a requirement, honestly, and I mean, it's not really very expensive when it comes to SSLs, but it's a lot of, it consumes a lot of time and stuff when it comes to setting them up. So if you are a newbie and you want to sort of set up an SSL, I highly recommend that you go ahead and pick up this plugin called WP Easy SSL. Now what this does is it uses Cloudflare to add an SSL on your site. And I mean, if you have been following my videos, you don't need to buy this. Why? Because Namecheap hosting gives you an SSL of about 50 SSLs for free for the first year, and it's a pretty simple setup which I'm going to show you in the next video. But if you are hosting your website on Namecheap, then you don't need this plugin. All right, you can just go ahead and sort of skip ahead on this video. But if you are using any other service like maybe GoDaddy and stuff that don't provide their own SSLs, what you can do is you can buy this plugin, and it allows you to install Cloudflare SSL on your site, and it's not a very tedious or time consuming task. It would barely take like 15 minutes for you to completely make your site SSL friendly. So go ahead and I'll probably drop a link below this video somewhere. Go and check this out and get your hands on it if you want an SSL on your website, which I, by the way, highly recommend you do. And if you're not using Namecheap, you should get this, because if your hosting doesn't provide it, then this is probably the easiest and free way to get an SSL on your site, right? So the next highly recommended WordPress plugin is Rapid SEO Index, and it's by the same vendors. It's by IM Income Lab, that is run by Michael Thomas and Mark Hass, and they are both genuine guys. Honestly, they have the least hype sales pages in the industry and yet sell very well. So they have a lot of respect from their customers, and the product actually do what they say it does, right? So what this plugin does, what Rapid SEO Indexer does, it helps you rank your site on Google. I mean, not rank, but index, right? There's a huge difference between that. In the previous video, we saw how we can index our site on search engines on Google, more specifically using Webmaster. Now, when you get this plugin, it basically takes all of your hard work away. You can just literally in one click send your site to Google. Send your new posts and pages to Google in just one click. As you can see, this button right here, this is added because of the plugin. When you install Rapid SEO Indexer, this button gets added, and you can just in one click submit your new pages and posts to Google, and so it knows that your website has this new page, and that it has to index it. So this is a plugin that I highly recommend you get your hands on, and it's super easy to use as well. I have used it previously, and it's certainly a plugin that I will keep in my arsenal. Now on to the last thing, HelloBar. You probably have seen this. There's a good chance that you have seen this already. Now what Hello Bar does is it allows you to display different kind of bars and pop-ups and stuff on your site, right? So as you can see, this top bar here, pop-ups and all that stuff, you can use that. You can use Hello Bar to add pop-ups and all of that stuff on your site. What this does is it helps you capture leads, display your call to action and all of that. Now again, they have done a terrible job on displaying the features on their page, but I have an account and it's free as well, so you can just first go ahead and create a free account and check out how this works. But it's a pretty good tool that you should certainly have in your arsenal of tools, right? So these are the 3 plugins and app that I highly recommend you should have in your plugins arsenal, in your site's arsenal, and they help you in different sort of ways. So I hope this video is helpful. I'm gonna see you in the next one.